Hi everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author, and today we're going to be doing another video that involves questions from you guys that I'm going to answer. So I've picked 10 questions that I really want to answer and I'm going to answer them now, and if we have time I will do a bonus one. So here we go. Number 1. If you could switch places with one of your characters, who would you choose and why? Now, I've thought about this a lot because it's been bugging me since it popped up on Tumblr, but I kind of wonder if I would go more with Tara because I know her better. But then I think about how I'm not like Tara, I'm older and all the rest of it. But if I was going to become that character, I guess it would be Tara, simply because I know her better. But I also kind of like some of the worlds I'm creating now. I like Jesse's world and I like Zaya and Jonah's world, but I wouldn't want to be in Zaya and Jonah's world because it's dystopian and people die and I don't want to die, so I'm a bit of a wimp. So I think I'm going to go with Tara, but I kind of like think about Jesse's world maybe. Number 2, I keep seeing cats in your videos. How many do you have and what are their names? I have talked about this before, but we have 4 cats. Miss Pen is the oldest. She is 15 and the one you see most in my videos because she just goes where she wants to go. We have Miss Spaghetti, or also called Hetty, who will never appear in my videos because she is basically scared of me because I keep giving her anti-flea treatments because I'm evil like that. We have, talking of Miss Pen, here she comes. We have Miss Violet, who is the tabby that is most in my videos, and we have Mr. Dash, who is Violet's brother, and he's the only guy in the house. And yeah, basically we have 4 cats and they go where they want, as evidenced by Miss Pen popping up right now. Number 3. I saw that you've been published 13 years. Why was there a big break between 2005 and 2011? That was for a number of reasons. One, I was published by somebody else in 2005 and it took me a while to get to the stage where I was okay doing it on my own. 2, there weren't such things as KDP back then, so there was a lot of barriers in place to being self-published or indie, and I'd already broken away from the publishing house that I started off with. And 3, the books really weren't ready yet. I mean, they weren't ready as much in 2011 either, but there just wasn't the tools out there to do what I do now. Number 4, do you have a writing tribe and how long did it take you to find them? Up until a few months ago, I would have said no, in that I was mostly a loner. I got on with people, but I didn't really vibe with anybody. But then recently I've realised that I do. I have a group of people on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram that are basically all the same people, but I get on with very well, and we have similar goals and similar thoughts and similar genres and stuff like that. And I found them just, I feel like, purely by luck. Like, I find that it's purely by luck that I find them, but they've all kind of like, we've all ended up in the same place. One of the things that has helped is the book Robin Hood's, which is linked down in the description, and that brought us together. But I also found them just purely by answering tweets and stuff like that, and yeah, I feel like I now have that writing tribe, and I'm very glad that I do. Number 5. Which world, like Dying Thoughts, Unliving Hope, etc., you've created did you enjoy making the most and why? This is asking me to choose a favourite again, isn't it? And I already chose Tara as to the character that I'd become, so I'm not going to choose Dying Thoughts, even though I spent the most time on it. I am going to choose either the Lights Out trilogy or Camping Chronicles, and the reason I choose those is because I feel like the Lights Out trilogy was like my first go at really world building from the ground up, whereas like Living Hope and the rest of it, they were more contemporary, they took place in this world. There was some sort of like bits I had to tweak, but I didn't actually build them up from the ground up. Whereas Lights Out I did, and I was very, very pleased with what I got, and I'm very proud of what I did. So I would have to say that, because up until that point I hadn't realised how much I would enjoy world building, and then it was just like, wow, this is awesome. Number 6, would you recommend the indie path to someone just starting out? I think that decision is nothing to do with me. I think that decision is something that you personally have to make. I have my reasons for going indie, other people have their reasons for going indie, but you personally have to weigh up your options and decide which one is the best for you. And I think me sitting here and saying, yes, do this, isn't going to be any help, because you should be doing your research into your path for yourself. But yeah, so I'm not going to say yes or no. Number 7, who are your go-to Authortubers to watch? Oh, I watch loads of them. I mean, there's Jenna Moresi, there's Kim Chance, there's Alexa Dunn, there's Rye Holly Davis, Emily Bourne, Bethany Zeta, Brooke Passmore, Katie Wilson, Brianna Morgan. The list goes on and on and on. A lot of those are lesser known, but a lot of them are also big ones as well. So I basically am only really just realising how cool it is to be part of a community like Authortube, and so I'm quite unknown, but they're not. So yeah, go watch them all. I'll link them down below. Number 8, how long did it take for you to get into a regular routine writing wise? It took probably about a month, 6 weeks, just because you have to repeat something several times to be able to make it into routine. Once I knew that I was going to sticky note everything and I was going to split my time the way I do, it was pretty easy to work out where I was spending the most time and all the rest of it. But it does take a while for a routine to become a routine. You can't just do it once and call it a routine, because your brain doesn't work like that. But yeah, it took about a month, 6 weeks, and since then it's now gotten to the stage where I feel wrong not writing in the evening and afternoon, so I think I'm there. Number 9, I know you've said Tara is the character you've known the longest and therefore the one you know the best, but out of your standalone books, which one did you enjoy the most? God, you guys are really wanting me to choose favourites today, aren't you? Standalone books. I'm gonna cheat and say Walk a Mile, simply because it's the one that I finished most recently, and I really love that book. So, yeah. Tara is the protagonist that I've known the longest, but I really, really love Walk a Mile. I love Hetty, I love Layla. I love all the characters in it and the way the story is told, and yeah, so that one's going to be the one that is the one I enjoy the most at the moment. And number 10, will you ever do audiobooks? I plan to. The problem is there's a cost of money and I don't have it. So it's something that I've looked into, and it's something that I hope to do in the future. And when I do have the funds, it will be something that I do. But there are ways to do it as an indie author, but it does involve putting down a deposit or paying for someone's time, obviously, understandably. And I'm just not there yet. I don't have enough to do so. And obviously, the longer time goes on, the more books I release, the more expensive it gets. But yes, it is something that I plan to do. It's something that I'm thinking about, and something that I'm wanting to get done. And since we have time, the bonus question. Out of all the platforms you use, which one do you find the hardest? Probably Twitter, because I find it hard to focus on spending time there. Like, sometimes I can end up going down a rabbit hole and talking to someone about this, that and the other, but then other times I'm talking to the void and not making that connection that I want to make. YouTube is hard in the fact that putting yourself out there is difficult, but I find it easier because I'm more used to it now. So yeah, probably Twitter, but it's one that I have to, or that I plan to keep using. So there we go, those are my 11 answers to questions you guys have sent in. If you ever want to send a question, you can find me on social media and send it to me in a DM or publicly, and I will probably answer it here if I don't answer it there. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to get in touch with me, you can comment or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media and my books available everywhere, all the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching and remember to keep writing. Bye.